When traders lose money, most of them destroy the account trying to recover fast. One of my funded accounts dropped more than 6%, and instead of increasing the risk, I did the exact opposite. Today, I will show you how one account already recovered and another one is following the exact same process. I'm on the Algo trading space funded results page, and in the search field, I will type replacement, because this is the way we mark the accounts where we replace the initial robot. So basically on those accounts we were trading a different robot at the beginning, but it went on a loss, so we replaced it with another one. And as you can see here, we have 3 accounts running this way. One with the Forex Gold investor, another one with the Dark Gold, and another one with the Dark Nova here. And today I will focus on the last 2 here. So first let me show you the Forex Gold investor account, and I will open the track record. You can see how the balance and equity line is moving. I was trading a different robot here at the beginning and it was doing well, but then it suffered a big loss, and after that I wasn't sure how to continue trading the account up until the beginning of this year, when I decided to place the Forex Gold investor with adjusted risk for this account. And as you can see, it's been almost 4 months since Forex Gold investor is trading on this account, and it actually recovered it and it is making a profit at the moment. The other account, which is in a similar position, is this one with the Dark Gold. I started trading different robot here, and again around the end of last year I suffered a big loss, and this one is even bigger. And if you pay attention to the numbers, you can see that at this moment at the end of 2025 the account balance was $9,268 from a 10,000 starting Xrading account balance, and this is almost 7.5% loss. But what I did at that moment, I backtested some of the robots that I have, and eventually I decided to place the Dark Gold here on the account. And since then, pay attention, 17th of February, this is the balance and equity. And if I scroll to the day I'm recording, we can see almost $9,900 here the balance, which is around $600 gained for that period. And let me show you the trading platforms and the settings I'm running in both accounts. First, I will show you the Forex Gold investor account. So this is a MetaTrader 4 account, and I will show you the backtest in a second, but first let me show you the settings. If I go to Expert Advisors properties, you can see that I'm trading the 3 systems which are built in the Forex Gold investor. What else I use here is the fixed lot size, and auto money management is disabled, which means I'm trading with a fixed lot, not with the percentage risk. And this is the same for all the 3 systems. And if I continue scrolling down, you can see the other settings I'm running here on this account. I decided that for this account I'm not going to be using any daily or account protections, because like I told you at the beginning, the account was already on a loss, and I decided to make an attempt to recover it, but with the proper methodology. So protections won't help me in this case. Instead, what I did, I ran a backtest, and I'll show you the backtest result here on the MetaTrader 4 platform. And pay attention to this. For the purpose of this video, I ran the backtest for the last 1 year, starting in the middle of May 2025. I loaded the exact settings here from the expert properties, and this is the set file I'm using here. So I loaded that one and started the test before the video. And what I can see here in the graph is that for the last 1 year, the account was going sideways with these settings, but at the moment we are profitable compared to the starting balance of 10k here. But if I go to the report here, I can see this red line here, and the model quality is 74%, 75 almost. And this is one of the major issues with MetaTrader 4, especially when we're trying to backtest, the lack of historical data. That's why in such cases, usually I prefer to switch to MetaTrader 5 for backtesting. And with the Forex Gold investor, I already have a live account where I have loaded the same set file and run a test on a $10,000 account, which is the account I'm trading on the Xrading platform. And if I go to the graph, you can see here the starting point, and you can see that with those settings, the account would be standing at almost $11,500, which is close to 11.5% of a profit for this last 1 year. Perfectly fine to recover the account. And if I go to the backtest here, the more important thing is the equity drawdown. The maximum equity drawdown for that period with these settings is 6.26%. And why I show you this? Because like I told you, I'm running this account on the Xrading platform. And for those of you who don't know what is Xrading, Xrading is an instant funding platform where you make one-time deposit to your account. Xrading gives you extra credits to that account based on the deposit. So for example, if you deposit $1,000, they multiply this deposit to $10,000. This is the case with my account here. I have started with $1,000 and received $9,000 as a credit, which made the starting balance 10k, and we have a 10% static drawdown. So the drawdown which we saw with the Forex Gold investor backtest is perfectly fine. It still would stay within in this 10% static drawdown, and here the profit target is 20%, which is $2,000 on a 10k account. And if I reach that target, I will receive 80% of the profit split, which is $1,600, and they will issue the second stage account, which is for $20,000, and again the drawdown is 10% static, profit target is 20%, and the potential payout here would be above 3k. You can see what are the stages and how the platform works, and if I manage to succeed passing all the 5 stages, the minimum net profit I would gain from this is $40,000. And pay attention guys, this is just with an initial investment of $1,000. I will put the link to Xrading platform in the description below if you want to give them a try. Back to my trading, the other account I want to show you is the account with the dark gold, where I have replicated the same process just with a different robot. I had a robot which was trading on Xrading 10k account, and it went on a bigger loss here, as you can see. So I spent some time testing different strategies and settings, and eventually I decided to trade the dark gold here. Why I decided to use the dark gold? If I scroll up and click on the dark gold EA, you can see all the accounts that we have with this robot, and if I switch to the table view here, you can see that we have another account with the dark gold, which is trading for almost 1 year, and for the time being it made less than 15% floating loss, and this is on a $1,000 account. So even if I traded on a 10 times bigger account with that risk, I would still be fine. So what I did at that moment, I figured out that the dark gold is trading very stable since the beginning of this account, and I took the same set file and I made some backtests, some tweaks, until eventually I started trading the dark gold, as you can see here, with the minimum risk of 0.01 watt, and it is doing very stable. If I go back to the chart again, you can see that since the 17th of February it gained above $600. And before I show you the backtest from the dark gold account, let me ask you for something. Majority of people watching our videos aren't subscribed to the channel. YouTube just shows you the videos on the recommendation screen and you watch them, hopefully like them of course, but some of you aren't subscribed yet. If you simply hit that subscribe button, this will help our community and channel grow, and it will give us the power to show you more EAs and videos about trading in the future. Thank you for your support, and let's continue with the dark gold backtest. Switching to the trading platform where I'm running the dark gold, this is again a MetaTrader 4 account, and as you can see here, I have experienced the same problem, having just 48% quality historical data, and this is clearly visible here in this line, also in the modeling quality. So the backtest here wasn't sufficient enough, and because of this I had to run the backtest on a MetaTrader 5 account. So what I did was to move the dark gold account where I backtested the Forex gold investor. I changed the robot into the expert settings here. The dark gold trades on the H1 time frame. For the rest of the settings here I keep them as they are, and the only thing left was to load the expert properties in the input tab. And to do this I will go to the Algo Trading Space platform and click on the get started button to walk into my Algo Trading Space account, and since I am a VIP club member I can click on the accounts and set files, and from here I will just download the set files from the dark gold account. I will just type dark gold and you can see here the replacement account, Xrading 10k account. I'll scroll on the right side and click on the download button. Before I download it, I will read the disclaimer here and I will accept and continue then, and I will click on the download button here. So I have the set file, I will just take it, go back to the MetaTrader 5 platform, in the inputs right click load settings, I will just paste the set file here and I will just load that one. Some of the default settings change here with the set file, but what's important is the money management settings here, and as you can see I'm trading with fixed lots and money management is disabled, which means that the percentage risk is not taken into consideration and we are trading with fixed lots. So I'll just click on start and leave the test running. As you saw, this backtest didn't perform as expected, but luckily we had the 1k live account where we had the max floating loss of 15%. So this is perfectly fine, knowing that on the Xrading platform we have 10 times bigger account, which eventually would mean that the max floating loss would be 10 times more. As you saw today, recovering a trading account is possible, but only if you stop trying to recover it fast. If you want the exact set files and the dates from these recovery accounts, you can join the VIP club. Before we go, check out this video on my site where we show the same process, recovering an account with the Dark Nova and already requesting a payout. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!